After about 439 losses to Cody Rhodes, after being booked like a complete jobber, after suffering through the horrible creative of Triple H, somebody finally woke up from a nap in a gorilla position. Somebody grew a few brain cells on that flight to Berlin, because we finally got an undisputed champion, and his name is Drew McIntyre! Well, it's about time, isn't it? I know Cody's somewhere crying, thinking about his title and missing it. Oh, you finally did it, Paul of Clap it up for him, y'all. Give him a round of applause. He finally did it. Finally put the title on Drew McIntyre. Well, that's the good news. Unfortunately, the bad news is he didn't bother making it on a flight to Berlin, showing how he could care less about Drew McIntyre being your new undisputed champion. He has yet to post anything about Drew McIntyre winning the title on social media, which is extremely weird. So we actually found out why at least one superstar couldn't make it to Berlin, because of a mix-up where it was gonna be at. And if you ask me, I think this was Triple H's problem too. I'm gonna show y'all this.
Hey, I just want to come on here and apologize to everybody. I'm not gonna make it for Smackdown. I've just been informed that I went to the wrong place for Smackdown tonight. It's in Berlin. It's not here. Smackdown is not here tonight. Just letting y'all know. This one might be on me. My bad. I apologize.
Oh, Paul Levesque. So that's what happened? You got lost with R-Truth at Burlington Coat Factory? Honestly, this store fits, because you being head of creative needs to be treated like a jacket in the summertime. You need to hang it up! Especially if you don't plan on showing up to work half the time. Man, this dude got the greatest job ever. Don't show up to work and get paid millions. Triple H used to mean Hunter Hearst Helmsley, but the way he's been operating recently, Triple H might stand for Hunter's hardly here. Oh, lazy Levesque. Hey, producer, cue his music. La la la, la 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 la. La 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 la, lazy Levesque. The booking is poo. Oh. Now to speak with some other people that's not hardly here, you got that one team. Oh, it's on the tip of my tongue. Oh yeah, the Street Profits. But the way they've been getting treated in WWE, maybe they should change their name to the Discreet Profits. They've been getting kept away like a bad secret. You mean to tell me you couldn't book the Street Profits anywhere on this European tour? This makes no sense. You couldn't put them on Raw, Crackdown, NXT, Main Event, Speed, Evolve. You couldn't have backstage segments or vignettes. Man, I wouldn't be surprised if they can't even get access to the corporate building in Connecticut. This is why I always tell people, you gotta watch your words. You gotta watch what you're putting out in the universe. Remember the Street Profits slogan? We want the smoke, we want the smoke. And what happened? They got smoked! Triple H has put the Street Profits on the sidewalk. Now, speaking of wrestlers getting smoked, it got me thinking of Javon Evans, man. There's already some BS going on with the booking of Javon Evans, and it's like, oh my God, here we go again. It all started off when he had his big moment. He had his big moment in front of the bright lights, signing his Raw contract on a commercial break. And this is crazy, man. How does this company not know this could be the future of WWE, and it's important to book this man correctly? Then he goes and take a picture with Paul Levesque, looking absolutely petrified. They have him take a picture with a contract book with the old Raw logo on it, showing how much they could care less about this contract signing. On top of that, look at Javon Evans his NXT career, it's like, what did he actually win? They didn't put the NXT World Heavyweight Championship on him. They didn't put the North American title on him. They didn't put the Speed title on him. He didn't even win the tag team titles with anybody. You know, now I think about it, I actually agree with WWE in this situation, believe it or not. Oh, Bobby Monsoon, I thought you liked Javon Evans. I do. But we're talking about being the franchise player in WWE, and you gotta meet a certain criteria to be a franchise player. One, you gotta be a senior citizen to be a franchise player in WWE. You gotta be pushing 50, 60, or 70. Two, you gotta have a head full of gray hair or possibly even be going bald to be a franchise player in WWE. Third, you gotta be on the brink of walking with a walker or cane to be a franchise player. So instead of Javon Evans carrying the company into the future, maybe they'll be looking more in the direction of somebody like Ric Flair. Woo! This ad is brought to you by the Pirates in the chat. Go to BobbyMonsoon.com. Get your Ruthless Depression ad t-shirt. If you're sick of the BS in professional wrestling, if you're sick of the soulless billionaires taking advantage of the fans, show them you had enough. Go to BobbyMonsoon.com. Get the Ruthless Depression ad t-shirt. Then, now, and never again. Now, before we get into it, I want to highlight something serious going on with Elton Prince, one of the Smackdown stars and half of Pretty Deadly alongside Kit Wilson. Turns out that Elton's been dealing with a legit situation, one that ultimately required neck surgery. Back in May, Elton Prince took a bad landing in the ring that sent shock-like pain through his neck and arms, temporarily locking his hands, which led to 7 months of tests before doctors found the issue and performed a successful 2-level neck fusion. Now he's focused on recovery and being healthy for his family. Shout out Elton Prince. We never want to see any of the wrestlers injured, because at the end of the day, these are real human beings with real life situations, and wrestling is a dangerous sport that can have real life consequences. Shout out to Elton Prince, and I'm hoping for a speedy recovery. Now, Crackdown started off with Randy Orton making his return once again, coming out, cutting a promo about little to nothing, but that didn't matter. What matters is Trick Williams, Mr. Lemon Pepper Stepper, whoop that trick, came out. And I like the booking of this, and I said this on live, I'ma say it now. Whoever's the agent behind booking Trick Williams, good job. I know y'all like to say Bobby Monsoon's always negative, but no, I am liking how they're booking Trick Williams so far. He had the segment last week wearing the all-white chinchilla with Sami Zayn. I like the direction of that booking. Now this week in Berlin, him even being in the same ring as Randy Orton doing anything is a plus for Trick Williams. We need him in segments with legends. We need him in the ring with future Hall of Famers, so that was fire. The Miz comes out to attack Randy Orton, and man, it's set up for Rey Fenix versus Trick Williams. They have a solid match, and Trick Williams comes away with the win. This is what I'm talking about. Trick Williams hasn't jobbed at all. Trick Williams hasn't been a part of nowhere segments at all. Trick Williams has been kept away from the US Open Challenge. I'm liking everything going on with Trick Williams. Kudos to WWE Creative. You won't hear me say that much. But kudos to WWE or whoever's the agent or producer that's responsible for booking that man. I want to see it continue. Next, you got Julia versus Alexa Bliss, a match that means absolutely nothing. These are the parts of SmackDown where everything just starts to get boring, bro. Julia and the US title is just not there. There's no feeling there. There's no storyline that anybody cares about there. Alexa Bliss, it's good to see Alexa Bliss without Charlotte Flair doing the same thing Rhea Ripley and Io Sky's doing on Raw. It's good to get a break from that, but still, we got Julia winning. Nobody cares. The storyline sucks. And it goes on to another storyline that sucks. The Wyatt Six versus Solo Sikoa, Bachelor, Jeff Nye, Hakuna Matata! The MFTs in their panda paint that looks corny if you ask me. They beat Uncle Howdy in the Wyatt 6, and you know how they beat him? Uncle Howdy gets distracted because Solo Sikoa takes his little lantern, and it's like, oh my God, these are jobbers! How, Uncle Howdy, you get super distracted off of this lantern, and if it really meant that much to you, how about you go chase Solo Sikoa for the lantern? You just stare at him taking your stuff, and the booking of this is so bad. Why are we still on this storyline? We've been on this storyline for 110 months. God, it reminds me when I wake up in the morning and I'm stretching and I'm yawning. He's stretching the storyline out. Stretch Armstrong. He's gonna stretch it out another decade. I'm just done with the Uncle Howdy character, if you ask me. I think he needs to just stay with Bo Dallas. Stay with the character that's on the vignettes without the mask. You got masks with some blonde and red locks. You look dumb. It's not hitting anymore. No one's not scared. No one's not compelled. And more importantly, no one's entertained. Next, you got Jordynne Grace versus Isla Dawn or Iba Fire, whatever which one. I always forget which one it is. But she loses to Jordynne Grace. Shout out to Jordynne Grace. I like her debut on Crackdown. She has a run-in with Jade Cargill. Jade Cargill is in desperate need of a babyface to defend or to have beef with or to have a heel with. Jade Cargill had the championship since 2025. It's a whole new year! And she has yet to defend her title. Next, you got Carmelo Hayes going over Shinsuke Nakamura in a match that nobody cares about, because nobody cares about the US Open Challenge. Oh, Bobby Monsoon, it was a banger. Who cares? This US Open Challenge is nothing but an excuse for Lazy Levesque to not book anything, and quite frankly, I am sick of it. I don't care about the US Open Challenge. Carmelo Hayes is out there looking like $1 million. He got the black jacket like Michael Jackson, the chains, the gold chains. He got the US title. Dog, all he's missing is some storyline to the booking. That's all Carmelo's missing. This US Open Challenge is a load of crap. Nobody is intrigued or entertained by this. Okay, you have back-to-back good matches. Click copy, click paste. Click copy, click paste. Click copy, click paste. And it's so predictable. They're not even changing up the competitors. Shinsuke Nakamura, Tommaso Ciampa, Johnny Gargano, Matt Cardona, Ilya Dragunov. It's the same, The Miz. It's the same competitors. Now the last match, 3 stages of hell. Cody Rhodes losing to Drew McIntyre. This was the right decision. Drew McIntyre being undisputed champion, I'm all for it. I just wasn't too stoked about how it happened. It's like 2020, Drew McIntyre won in the COVID era. In WrestleMania 40, Drew McIntyre wins the title, but only keeps it for 30 seconds. Now, the third time him winning a big championship, it's in Berlin. Now, we couldn't even see it live. Millions and millions of people could have seen this live, could have been putting Drew over live, but nope! We have to see it with a VPN on Netflix or something like that, spoiling everything for majority of the people. Drew gets robbed of his moment again. But beggars can't be choosers, right? Drew McIntyre wins the title. I guess we all could be happy now. The 3 stages of hell match was fire. The Masked Man. It seems like Jacob Fatu took Justin Timberlake fake clothes and became the Masked Man. How many times you're gonna do the black hoodie with the mask? 100? Let me know in the comments what y'all think about that. Do you think Drew McIntyre will be going into WrestleMania as champion, or do you think he'll be dropping the belt probably at Royal Rumble or somewhere? Also, let me know what you think about Paul Levesque. Not bother getting on the plane to Berlin, getting caught up with R-Truth at Burlington Coat Factory. So, ironically, missing Drew McIntyre win the championship. What type of heat does Paul Levesque have with Drew McIntyre? It makes no sense. Also, let me know what you think about Javon Evans. They're saying he's not a franchise player. That's a load of crap, man. Let me know in the comments what y'all think about that, though. Oh, yeah, as far as Raw on Netflix, Raw is coming on at 2 p.m. So we'll be live probably around 4:30. Raw is about 2.5 hours. So 4:30 p.m. Monday, I'll be live after Raw. We'll break that down. So make sure y'all tune into the live after that, man. It's Bobby Monsoon 215. Like, comment, subscribe. Bye!